Hi guys, welcome back to Ricola's Crochet Corner. I am Crystal. Yeah, it's been a while. I almost forget how to even do this, so we're just gonna wing it. We're gonna do it. I have some things to show you guys. I have some things that are all over the place. I have I have a few finished objects that I don't think I've shown anybody, or even really. Yeah, I don't think I've shown anybody. I don't think I've maybe posted it. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen some of the stuff I've worked on. I just haven't filmed. I've been kind of not feeling like doing much. Anyway, so some of you will know, some of you may not know. I recently quit my job. I was working for Michael's for the last 4 years. The last, 6 months or whatever, I switched to a different store. I became a manager, and needless to say, I just got so miserable, and it was just not what I expected. It was not what I had hoped for. I'm not going to badmouth anything or anyone. I'm just going to say it ended up not being for me, and I ended up leaving. So I am currently unemployed, looking for work, trying to find work. Anyway, that's what's going on. A lot of people keep asking me where I am, what I'm doing. So for about a month, I did not crochet a thing. I just got into a funky mood where I didn't want to touch anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to do anything. I've been watching YouTube, but I haven't really been commenting. I've been so negative that I didn't want to... I didn't want to come across as like a crusty person or like just whatever, right? So I haven't really felt like doing much at all, really. Not very much at all, kind of nothing. So anyway, I did do a couple of things. I'm trying to look for one of them. I made an amigurumi, and for the life of me, I don't know where the heck she went to. No clue. Where the heck did she go? I'm so frustrated now. So if you guys were to see this mountain of crap behind me, you guys would be like, whoa, your desk is awful. It is awful. I have, what is that? A cow? Yeah, a cow that I started and didn't finish. An elephant that I started and didn't finish. I got a body for something. I have no idea what it is or what I started. I started a mushroom beret, and I literally got to the top part, and then I didn't do anything. So I got to figure out where the pattern is and what I started and where I got with that. Yeah, I have a lot of projects sitting that are just not complete. I got uninspired halfway through a lot of it. The cow was very uninspiring. I got to try to get it done because I'm like, I got a head, a body, and like 2 of the arms or legs or whatever it is. So I literally just need to like finish it and get it done and over with. Like, I don't know why I didn't do it. And then I got to the point where I was so lazy. I wanted something, but I didn't want to make it. And I'm friends with somebody named Jennifer, which is from Crocheting with Hudson. She's the one that I get all the pens and stuff from, and the hooks and things. I'll link her down below anyway. But so she makes these. She has some patterns for there's no stuff, no sew patterns. And I saw this on her thing, and I was like, I want this. I want one, but I didn't want to make it. So she made it for me, and yeah, so she made it for me. It's a cute, like, I think this would be either good for a baby, like, you know, because they can do whatever with it, chew on it, whatever, or a dog even. Like, I mean, obviously the dog's going to chew the hell out of it and destroy it, but I thought it was cute. So I'll link her down below. She has an Etsy shop. I believe she is doing a Hudson's hook hoopla thing today on TikTok if anybody's interested. I'll link her TikTok down below. I hope you don't miss it. I may post this video later. Hopefully not. Anyway. Okay, so I did make something. My sister-in-law has somebody that she works with that is having a baby, and she wanted a baby blanket. So I did make a baby blanket. I made 2. So I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm going to pause it. Well, and then it'll look like I'll say, I'm going to take a quick second to grab it, and it's over in the other room. I'll grab the first one that I did. And the first one I did was, I have to mail it to her, so it's going to be stupid heavy. And the cost to mail it would be retarded. So she was like, not that she didn't like the first one I did, but she was like, it's a little too big. And it really is. I made it too big. I put 5 balls of Bernette blanket, so it did make it too big for a baby. So then I did it again. So I started another one. And then I used a yarn that I had in my stash, and it is discontinued from Michael's. It was Loops and Threads Heathered Hues yarn, and they don't carry it. They haven't carried it for quite some time, and they never really got it in, like at my store, they never really got it in a lot of colors. I think we had 3 colors, maybe 4. I got it way back, and it clearanced out. So I only had 1 ball. I thought that was going to be enough because I read the pattern, but I also didn't use the same hook size they used. I went up a hook size, no, up 2 hook sizes, I believe. So I got halfway through the 3rd set of the pattern and I ran out of yarn. So I had to pull it back and then come up with an idea to finish the blanket. So anyway, instead of me just yammering on and on about it, let me show you. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. So it's got elephants. And so, yeah, it was supposed to be 3 repeats of the elephants. And I ran out of yarn halfway through the 3rd set. So she wanted green, and she wants it neutral. So she wanted green in the color. So I took a sage green that I had and put it around as a border to make it longer because it's wide enough, but it's not very long. And then I did the bottom. And I just went around twice on the side, because I didn't want to make it, you know, too wide. So the pattern did come with a border. I didn't follow it. I just did my own thing because I wanted to make it taller. I just did double crochets for 5 rows, and then I did 5 on the bottom, and then just 2 rows on the side. So that way it could be, it is cute though. I do love it. And I've not done fillet, I think it's called fillet crochet, in a very long time. And I actually enjoyed it. It took me 2 days to make that blanket. Okay, so I'm going to show you the next blanket, but give me 1 second. Okay, so keeping with the neutral theme, I started with this one. So this was the first blanket I made. No pattern. It is literally half double crochets through the whole thing. And I think I chained 60 maybe more. Yeah, so it's like, it's a great size. Width-wise for a baby, it's just too stupid long. So I went through my stash downstairs and found a cream color. And then I found this variegated color. And then I found this brown color. And then this gray color. So I basically just went around it with the neutral, this color, just to kind of try to tie it all together. But again, it is really, really big. And it is really, really heavy. So in order to mail it to her, it would have cost me a fortune anyway. So there it is sideways. I will probably put a few pictures in the beginning of this thing so that you guys can see the blankets a little bit better. And I'm just going to toss that over there, seeing as how I have a whole bunch of crap on the floor anyway. I have to clean up my house, and I have to reorganize this whole area. Anyway, I have a lot of crap everywhere. So actually, if you guys didn't see, today I was watching Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches. She was talking about how she designs things and how she comes up with her stuff. So actually, because of Jennifer, I've actually learned a little bit about how to make garments based on someone's measurements and their size and what you're trying to do. So my daughter came to me and said, well, Mom, I want this thing. And she showed it to me on Pinterest. And I was like, so what is it? And she goes, it's called a shruggy, I think. So basically, it's like a little bit of a top here with sleeves. And so we looked it up on, looked it up at a store, and it was $90-something. And I looked at her and I said, okay, first of all, I'm unemployed. So that ain't going to happen. Second of all, that's like a part of a shirt. If I was going to pay $90 for a shirt, it better be a whole shirt, like a full-on shirt. Actually, I wouldn't even pay $90 for a full shirt. Like, you better have like a sweater with like Disney or something like that's, you know, normally would be more expensive. I'm like, there's no way I'm paying $90 for sleeves. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So she was like, well, can you come up with something, or can you make something? So I did. I'm gonna show you the yarn I used. So I had bought 2 of these because I saw them at Walmart and I was like, oh, I've not tried them, so I'm gonna try them. It's essentially, what do you call that yarn? Oh, my brain today. Latte cakes. This is essentially a latte cake. I don't care what they're calling it. They call it Karen Colorama Halo. Perfect phasing. So it is 100%. This is that Karen latte cakes. I don't care. They just have made the colors go to a nice fade effect. Beautiful yarn. It works exactly like the latte cake, so you do not have to buy them if you don't care about the color. I loved how the color worked up. I think it would make a beautiful blanket or a sweater. It is beautiful yarn. It worked up nice. I didn't even use the second ball. I used 1 ball for the thing I made. Anyway, I'll show you what I made. I'm going to put pictures too, because she showed, like, she wore it. So, oh yeah, okay. Top is here. So basically, it's a, I don't know what shruggy is what she called it. So it goes here and you wear it with like a tank top, and then you got the sleeves and everything. Anyway, she wore it to school. Everybody loved it. And now she's got 2 or 3 friends that are trying to get their parents to pay me to make it. And I'm like, oh. I only made it for my daughter because she wouldn't, like, she kept talking about it. So I made it anyway. And you can kind of see I effed it up. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my F up so you guys can see. Not everybody's perfect. So I had made the 2 panels first. And I wrote it down, and I wrote what it was and how you know, I wanted to make them the same. So I didn't follow a pattern. I did it out of my head. I just kind of messed with double crochets, half double crochets, and I even did a thing I hate, trebles, because she wanted it to be like kind of loose and lacy looking. So the sleeve is essentially all half doubles and trebles to make it work. And then on the bottom I did the double crochet and then the front post, back post, just to make it kind of like a sleeve. It didn't do what it was supposed to do, but anyway. Again, trial and error. She loves it. I don't really care if it doesn't look what it's supposed to look like. But anyway, so I did the 2 panels, and then I did the arm, and then she put it on, and it was too snug here. So I kind of undid the bottom of this, and I kind of added like I added like from this, where it was sewn here and here were sewn together. So this whole thing wasn't there, but she needed that little extra room. So I opened it up, and then I just crocheted back and forth until I got enough that would fit her on the one side. The other side didn't need it because it was fine on the other side, but so she needed just that little bit extra. And then when I sewed it up originally, I went too far in on the neck, so I had to pull it back out and then just sew it enough so that she could get her head in and out perfectly. And then her sleeves, they go down, like she's got the same almost. Her sleeves are a bit shorter than mine, but not by much. So I basically just measured her to try to figure it out. And then I started doing something different at the top. I don't know what the heck I did. But anyway, I had written it all down, and then I deleted it. Why? I don't know, because now she wanted another one. So now I'm making another one. But I am not going to make it exactly the same because I don't remember what the hell I did. So I'm basically making 2 panels. I actually, instead of doing the same stitching, I did a crisscross stitch on one row, changing it up a little bit. But the arms essentially are going to be trebles or doubles because I'm like, it makes it go faster. And I have this thing with sleeves. So that's what I made. I invented that out of my head. I used the inspiration from Pinterest, and that's what came out of it. So I will link Jennifer from Cinnamon Stitches. I'll link her video that she did today where she talks about how to create a pattern, how to work, you know, figure it out and stuff like that. So you might want to watch that video because she helps more, and she's a designer. She's designed, you guys watch Cinnamon Stitches, you'll know. Jennifer has designed 100 things. She's really good at creating things. I'm not so much. I just kind of, I kind of looked at the picture and went, okay, there's no way it's going to look anything like that, but I will at least use the concept. The one that was in the picture on Pinterest was like, it had these like stringy things going across and like bows on the corners. I was like, that's not gonna happen. But anyway, so that is what I've done so far. I have made a few other projects. I feel like I've made a few things. I'm drawing a blank as to what I've made. Like, I'm looking around going, where are you people? Where are you things that I've made? I know I've made a few things. I'm also doing a pattern test, which I'm regretting tremendously now. It's a blanket. And it is, I got to make 76 squares. Then I got to make a bunch of hexagons. And then I got to do some triangles. But the way you do the triangles, you can't pre-do them. You have to crochet them on. Might not have been the smartest idea for me to take it on. I've only got maybe 40 squares done. I'm really taking it slow. It's mind-numbing after a while, and then I ran out of some yarn. So I know for a fact that lowest price of the season starts on Friday the 15th at Michael's, and all yarn is going to be 30% off. I still have friends that work there that have told me. I'm missing some of the yarn that I started that blanket with, so I intend to go there and buy some of that yarn. I don't get my discount anymore, but it's 30% off. So I'm like, okay, I can buy a couple of those balls of yarn that I need for 30% off, so I won't bitch. I'm just going to do it. I am anti-Michael's. I shouldn't say that. I'm not... I don't want to go back to Michael's for shopping anymore. I've been very soured. So the fact that I am short of that yarn, and I used the Craft Smart yarn from Michael's, so I have to use Craft Smart Michael's yarn, so I have to go in there to buy it. So I have no choice. So I'm going to go get it. I'm going to suck it up, swallow my pride, and go in there and do it. And then I'm going to leave. And I have decided that going forward, I will hopefully not be buying any more yarn from there unless I'm desperately in need of something. But I think I'm just going to go to Walmart and buy yarn from there, or online yarn. I'm not going to buy from Michael's anymore. Again, I'm not going to get all sour and go into details or say anything negative or whatever. I'm just not going to bother. It's a waste of time and energy. So that's where I'm at. If I can find my projects that I've done, I'm just so like, where did I put everything? I don't even know if I have it. Maybe I gave it all away and I worked on it and then gave it away to somebody. I don't know. I feel like I've done a few things since the last video that I posted. Like, I know I made a beaver. I just don't know where it is. Maybe I feel like I've done more because I started 800 projects and never finished anything. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to go through my craft room today and try to find my stuff. And maybe if I go through my Instagram, that'll jog my memory. Because I did post things on my Facebook group, and in my Instagram whenever I did finish some things. So I have done a few things, just not very much. But I'm going to look. If I can find it, maybe I'll post another video, but I wouldn't hold my breath for that one. Anyway, sorry, it's been a lot of blah, 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 chit chat. Yeah, you guys know how I am. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. And hopefully I will finish some of these projects up, and then I'll have something to talk about, and I'll come back and do another video. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll talk soon.